Hello and welcome to Cracking the Cryptic. So today we've been sent this fascinating looking puzzle by Linus Kjellstad of Norway, I think. And he's created a sandwich thermo Sudoku. So this is using the rules of ordinary Sudoku, but also the rules of thermometer Sudoku, which state that from a bulb along a line, numbers must be strictly increasing, not necessarily successively, but increasing all the way along. So from this bulb to the end of this line, the numbers must be going up, for instance. That also means that you couldn't have the same number along this diagonal line. And also sandwich rules. So the numbers outside the grid show the sums of the digits between 1 and 9 in the relevant row or column. So a 0 here, for instance, means the 1 and 9 must be next to each other in this row. So that's what Linus has sent. I mean, I should just mention, a lot of people send us puzzles. We look at lots of them. We probably don't look at them all, but we do try to, study everything we get. When something looks as pretty as this, and this has been carefully designed to look like flowers in the grid, and it's a lovely concept, then we will probably give it a try. So thanks very much to Linus. What I will also mention is I'll try to use Simon's notation. I occasionally get comments saying, why don't you just use Simon's notation of the center of the cell for when it must be that in a cell, one of those numbers, and the corner for when it's a placement within a box. Well, that doesn't come naturally to me, and I struggle with it a bit, but I'll give it a go and we'll see how we do. So anyway, do have a go at the puzzle. I've set it up for you on the description, and we'll see how we do. So let's just start. Now, a great place to start in a thermo Sudoku, if you get a long line, is with the long line. So we can fill in all the possibilities down here because this long line must be increasing from the top to the bottom. It must start with 1 or 2 and end with 1 or 9 and have those possibilities within it. Same almost for this one here because it starts after 2 cells of the column. There are 3 possibilities for each number. And that looks like that. Might fill them in for this one, although it's not so useful possibly. It might become useful later. Now, apart from that, okay, well, look at this box up here. Now, where is the 1 in there? All of the outer cells of that box are higher than the inner cell. So the inner cell must be a 1. So we can definitely fill in that digit. And similarly, not quite the same, in this box down here, where is a 1 in that? Well, again, it must be in the center of the flower here because those ones outside it are all higher than this one, and those ones are all higher than those 2. So the 1 must be there. Now that 1 is ruling out those 3 cells in the central box, and these 5 are all ruled out by the same sort of principles. So the 1 there goes in there. That's nice. Now, in this box, where does the 1 go? Well, it can't be in those 3, can't be in those 3. They must be bigger than that 1. Can't be here because of that 1. So it's in one of those 2. Now I'm putting that in the corner. Let's hope that's right. And similarly down here, the 1, because there's a 1 in column 1 already resolved, there must be a 1 in one of those. Over here, can't be a 1 there. So again, we can put a 1 in one of those. And that is good because that's ruling out those 3 as a 1. Those 3 are ruled out. That's ruled out by that 1, and that's ruled out because it's bigger than that. So now we know a 1 goes in there. Actually, that lets us fix the 1 in there. We can get, we can get rid of the 1 in the corner. And 1 up here must be in the, that didn't work. Okay, must be in one of those two cells, and similarly here must be in one of those two cells. Okay, so that's a good start just from the thermometers. Now let's have a look at the sandwiches. The 9 in this row must be either here or here. I'm not going to put that in, but let's remember that. But also this 0, I am going to put this in because I have notation to let me put a 9. The 9 in this box must be in one of those two cells. Now in this row, how is 21 going to fall between a 1 and a 9? Well, it can't be on that side of the 1. It must be on this side. Now 21 could normally be 3 cells that were 8, 7, 6, but we can't have a 9 here, obviously. So in fact, 9 must be in this cell. What else does that tell us? That's nice. So we've got yes, this 2 clue. There is obviously only a single 2 sandwiched between the 1 9. It can't be above the 1. It must be below. So we can put a 2 in there and a 9 there. I don't think we needed that 0 clue down there. That's just been proved anyway. Now that 9 appearing there means there can't be a 9 in this cell, which has a knock-on effect on all the cells above. We can take out the maximum number we'd previously filled in there. And that's reduced the possibilities quite considerably for that thermometer chain. This is working very nicely, but maybe we're going to run into some problems now. Let's see what else we can do. This 8, no, that's not all that useful. So if you use that 2, if you use this 0, don't think we can use the 14 yet. Although, interestingly, we are limited in places where the 1 can go. It could be there or there in this row. If it was there, the 9 would have to be in one of these cells. If it was there, the 9 would have to be in one of those cells. So 9 must be up there. That means 9 down here must be in one of those two cells. It certainly can't be in this cell because the 1 9 here wouldn't allow that 5 clue. So this must be a 9 there. Let's get rid of the 9 out of the corner there. Now we don't know about these because we don't have sandwich clues for rows 4 and 6. We've got a 1 either here or here for a 21 clue. Almost think this could rule out a 9 from here, but I can't quite do that fully. Now this 9 here and a sandwich clue of a 7 and 1 here. So 1 can't be here because you couldn't have 3 digits adding up to 7. So let's get rid of that 1, and therefore of this 1. This becomes a definite 1 with a 7, 1 with a 7 above it. That's a 1 now. We've got a 13 clue here. Now 13 has to be made up of 2 or 3 digits. Can't be 3 because that would put a 9 here. There's already a 9 in the row. So 9 must be there. These two add up to 13. I don't think they can be 6 and 7 because that wouldn't allow a possibility there. So they must be 8 and 5. And these must now be 7 and 6. We get 2, 3, and 4 in this group. Top one can't be a 2 because of the 2 there. So we've used the 13 clue. We haven't used this 5 clue. And look, we've now established where the 9 is here. It must be in this cell, and therefore we must have a 5 there. So we haven't used the 21 clue. That's the only down sandwich clue we haven't used. We certainly haven't fully used the 21 clue there. This is perhaps interesting. Right, yes. We've got 2 here and 5 or 6 here. So the 9 must be there. Can't be there anymore. In fact, this cell must now be, it must make up the total of 14, and it can't be a 6, so it's got to be 7. That puts a 5 here, and that resolves the rest of the thermometer above it. Lovely. Okay, and that gives us a 1 there, so we can get rid of the remains of our corner notation. There we go. Okay, and this now has to be 3 or 4, which makes this either 2 or 3. This can't be 7. This can't be 9. What else do we learn? This is 6, 7, or 8. And this one must be 9. Look at that. Okay, now I'm going back to the corners. That one of those is a 9. And one of these is a 9 as well. Now we've got 21 in those 4. Now if we add that to the 1 and 9, those are 31. These must make 14. If they didn't have a 2 in, that would use at least 2 of 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the 2 is one of them, and in fact there's a 2 in those, so the 2 isn't there, it's not there. That must be 2. These 2 add to 12, so this is 8 or 7. Okay. Where else next? 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 9. This is 6 or 8, and this is 6, 7, or 8. 9, 7, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 8. It's quite a big choice still. We've used the 5, we've used the 13. Now we haven't used this 21. Now we've got 1 and 9 there. This run of cells must add up to 31. These 2 must be 8 and 6. Haha. Okay, so we can get rid of 8 and 6 there. 2, the only place it can go in this box now is here. 3 must be here. Oh yes, the bottom one can't be 7, so they're all fixed now. The 8 and 5 pair over here is resolved. 4, 2, 3, they're resolved. That's nice. This must be a 6. That makes this 8 and this 6. 3 over here. So we've used all the down clues. We've sort of used this one, although not resolved that 21 finally. But this 8. Okay, 9 can't be here because that would leave 3 cells to make 8. So 9 is there. Sorry if you spotted that a while ago. Took me a while, obviously, but that sort of thing happens. This can't be 8 now, and it can't be 6 because that's gone below right. So we can finish off that. So the 7, 4 is resolved by this 7. This must be 8. 2, 5, 6 to go in these cells. That makes 3 and 4, that pair. This is 5 and 6. Now I think we've used all the sandwich clues, and effectively I think we've used all the thermo clues too, as long as we get these in ascending order. So the rest of it must be just standard Sudoku, which is rather surprising. That one must be a 2. Right, so we've got 8, 7, 6 in that group. 2, 2, okay, 9, 2, 4, 7. That's 3 or 5. What do I miss? Just feel I haven't quite got something. Have I missed some part? Just feel I haven't got enough clues to definitely finish this off now. But that's probably just because I haven't noticed something that's fairly clear. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that can't be 8. That can't be 7, 5. That's 2 or 6. 6, 7, 2 or 3. 7 has to be in one of those cells. Can that be 7? Yeah, it could be. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 6. Wow, I'm sorry. You're probably spotting how to resolve the rest of this very quickly, and I'm not. So apologies for that. Yeah, I've used pretty much all the 2. 2, 2. No, that doesn't have to be 2. Could be there. Then that would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would become 3. And that's possible. 9, 1, 2, 7, 3, 5. 8 has to be in one of those. That's 6, 7, or 8. So's that. 7, 8, 2, 3. I can't quite see what I'm missing here. This one is 3, 4, 6, or 7. They're all very possible. 2, 2, 2. One of those is a 2. No, 2 could be anywhere there. 6, 7, 8, 1, 9, 2. This could be any of 3, 5, 6, or 8, which is very open-ended. Wow, this is ridiculous. What can't I see here? Oh, 8. Look, in this column, the only place 8 can go. How have I missed that for so long? I mean, that's just embarrassing. 8 has to be there. So, in fact, and look, that 5 and 6 was resolved for ages. Okay, that's what you've been shouting at for a while. There we go. So that can't be 3 or 4. That's 6 or 7. But now surely 4 goes in one of those. This is now a 3 because it can't be 5. That can't be 3 or 5. 1, 9, 6, 8, 3. 2 is there. 2 is there. That's 6. That's 5. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is 6 and 8. 5 and 3. 3 and 4. 7 and 4. You see, that's the sort of hiccup that really hurts in a competition when there's something very clear and you just can't see what it is. 5. So now we've got 7, 8, 6 to place. That's obviously 7, 6 there, 8 there, 6 there, and that 8 finishes it off. What a lovely puzzle, Linus. I mean, it's pretty, it's clever, it uses all the logics mixed in. I think that's really nice. So thanks very much to Linus for sending it to us, and hope you enjoyed that one and enjoyed mocking me for my slow part at the end where I couldn't see that 6 had resolved the rest of the tall thermometer. Thanks very much for watching, and see you soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.